to the channel. Presented by the Beeline Entertainment, LLC. Enjoy the show.
People, what's good? Yo, check it out. Welcome to the Beeline ENT, LLC. What we got for you? First off, we got the Beeline Webshow on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, talking a little of everything. Then we got Straight Through the Road, STR, baby, Wrestle Talk, where we talk all things pro wrestling. Next up, we got the Show Off Show. That's right, the Beeline ENT Entertainment. And then on Sunday nights, we going live on the line with that group panel discussion. Check us out. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. Head on over to YouTube and subscribe. Also, pick up some merch. The Beeline ENT LLC. Let's go.
Hey, you out there. If you want energy like this, get the energy of me, Brian B. Enter that promo code Brian B NRG and get 10% off your order today. Get more W, get more power. Everybody should know. Check it out. Your boy Brian B is trying to go live on TikTok, baby. Follow the Beeline ENT. Head on over to my channel. We got a lot of content. I'm doing a lot of stuff, and I'm going to be doing a lot more. Check us out. Follow us, the Beeline ENT LLC. I'll see you there.
2,000 years later.
It's game time. It's game time.
Is stacked. You can whisper behind my back. You can show me how the odds are up against me all day long. You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. My feet have come too far for you. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are the only one. 'Cause there's something special about you.
That's right, there's something special about you. You know what's special about me? What's special about me is it's Tuesday, y'all. It's another Tuesday in the books. It's me, Brian B. What's going on? What's happening? What's up? It's another episode of the Beeline Web Show. Let's go, baby. Thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, if you haven't already, please make sure that you like and you share and you subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Now, I make sure I say that very clearly because we are on YouTube. This is where this is broadcasted, as well as Facebook, as well as Instagram. Sometimes when I feel like putting that little stream shit in, because you got to, go do it from the computer or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Somebody can teach me later. But you also have, Twitch. We're also on Twitch. My Twitch following is building up. Episode of Brian B playing promo there. I'm definitely playing a lot. Right now we're playing Resident Evil 4. I was just doing that. I'm loving it. But listen, I got to give a big middle finger, to Twitter, X, whatever, tic-tac-toe, whatever you call it. But Twitter, man, Yeah, Twitter has definitely left a sour taste in a lot of people, I think, lately, because you used to be able to stream live on Twitter. It was a place where you can promote your shit, and now they ask them for $20 a month to be able to stream. So Twitter, you get that big fat middle finger right there in the middle there, because fuck you, I ain't paying shit for you. We used to do it for free. I'm just gonna pay for. Listen, bro, get the fuck out of here. So fuck Twitter, man. Have fun with that shit. Anyway, I appreciate everybody for watching, man. If you haven't already, definitely go like, share, subscribe. But also check out the Beeline Entertainment LLC. That is the B-Line Entertainment LLC.com. We have so much content on there. You can check out all the shows, previous shows, and soon to be new shows. We will be streaming live from there. Coming soon, a couple months actually. Guys, listen, I'm super excited, yo. I've been doing these web shows by myself. I gotta stop talking. I'm over here acting like I'm by myself. I'm not by myself tonight. We actually got a guest tonight, and he is definitely no stranger to the Beeline Entertainment. He's on a lot of episodes of the Beeline Entertainment, but a lot of episodes we're talking about wrestling, baby. Yo, we got my man Dre on Wheels from the 1130 podcast in the building with us today. We gonna get to know him. We gonna get to know more than just wrestling with Dre. We should talk about wrestling, but we gonna actually get to know him on this episode right here. We gonna get to know how the 1130 podcast got started. We gonna get to know where he at, what he doing. But first, before we do anything, I gotta chill. I gotta calm down. But let's go.
Straight to the point, baby.
It's going down in
3, 2, 1.
People, that's your boy!
Brian B.
Let's go.
Back on the Beeline. I'm looking forward to it. I'm so excited.
Is the influence you have.
Again with strangers!
You gotta be a clean baby's ass.
Hold on real quick.
Knows the hands of fate.
People, it's your boy, Brian B. Welcome to the Beeline Web Show. Let's go! The show that started it all, man. Thank you guys so much. Just wanted to say it one more time. Of course, the show started it all. We're gonna be on for 5 years soon, and we ain't going nowhere. We definitely staying here, yo. The show's gonna becoming more frequent. That holiday season's rolling around. And I got something to tell you guys. I'm definitely doing a Halloween episode this year. I didn't do it as much last year. I kind of really did like a really fast one this year. I'm putting some crazy shit together, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. I will announce when it's gonna be out, probably in September. Or closer to the end of September. But like I said, we got a guest today, and we're gonna get to know him in the room, in the building with us. So I'm gonna go ahead and just bring him on the stage with us right now. And that is from the 1130 podcast, my brother, from another mother, from a whole nother area. We've been, cool as shit, talking wrestling, talking beyond 1130. We partners in crime. We got my man Dre on. What up, Dre?
Yo, what it do, my guy? What's going on, man? Yes, man. We definitely been chopping it up for some time, man. So, hey, I'm excited to be here on this Tuesday night, man. So,
yeah,
what's going on?
Yo, chilling, man. Listen, bro, I was sitting there thinking about it as I was getting the show together. We definitely have done a lot of shows, especially a lot of wrestling. And this is my first show. Like, this is the very first show that I started when I started doing this. And I was thinking about it, like, damn, I never had you on, bro. Like, and I know we've talked about it in the past, and just never set it up or whatever. But yeah, I was like, listen, fuck it, I'm getting Dre on this week, and we're gonna get to know you better, bro. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
How you feeling? You good?
Yeah, man. I'm good, man. I'm good on this Tuesday night, man. Just been took the weekend off actually, just chill with little man, because you gotta fit some time in though by yourself. But when you got him running around, yeah,
I definitely fun.
And he got this I think I don't know if I shared any pictures though on social media though, but see his toy right now. It's talking in the background.
Oh, talking shit. The toys always talking shit. That's that scares the hell out of you at night.
Yeah, it just scared me. I didn't kick it by mistake. But he got his he got a Mercedes, a little Mercedes, one of them little cars, like
Yeah.
a little Mercedes jump. Yeah, he love that. Be riding it outside. So yeah,
Oh man,
definitely
yeah.
gotta
You
take him
know,
for rides though.
yeah. Them damn Hot Wheels cars or whatever they're called, Power Wheels. I think they were when we was
Yeah,
younger, and people you couldn't wait to have them shits. You had to have some money to get them motherfuckers. But yeah, man, this Tuesday night, bro. Definitely thank you for jumping on with me and talking some shit with me on the web show today. Um, I wanted to open this platform up to you because I wanted, a lot of people have seen you on the shows, like I said, and I wanted to, also get to know you better on this show, give you an opportunity to talk about where you come from, like your situation, everything like that, and just a little bit about your life. I haven't done an interview in a while, as far as like kind of like this or whatever, but I'm glad it's like with you or whatever. You know what I mean? I haven't been fucking. I've been enjoying the talking the shit by myself, bro. I've been getting a lot of attention from it too because that last little Donald Trump rant, people, you can't say nothing about Donald Trump anymore without people fucking having like either firm hate or super love. Like, calm down.
look
Pump
at
y'all fucking breaks, man.
look at when I started podcasting, man, that was just me talking to myself, man.
Yeah,
Like the first maybe I want to say maybe 40, 30 episodes. And look at it was just like topics I even wanted to talk about or
yeah,
discuss. So it always it's I want to say it's kind of like humbling in a way because it reminds you of where you started, because when you do these podcasts like both of us do, we talk to a lot of people, different people each and every week. So just to, get on and just vent or, just talk
yeah.
it's kind of cool. So it reminds me of that. So I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Definitely like, being able, like you just said, being able to vent is a big thing for me. Like, when I started, I started with my wife, and she jumped on with me just to kind of be like the backup, like somebody to kind of like, bounce ideas off of and shit like that when we were discussing stuff. But I had to learn quickly, like, if you can't do this shit by yourself, forget about it. Because you don't always have somebody that's available to talk to and stuff like that or whatever. And not for nothing, you get enough of them people back to back that are kind of boring. I make you not want to do this shit no more. So if you don't find some interest or some entertainment or like even kind of connect with your audience, that's been kind of how I found out. So I know you told me kind of like, speaking on this topic right here, you've been doing your show. Let's go ahead and start right from the beginning. What got you into podcasting?
well my brother really, sort of got me into podcasting. I didn't even know what a podcast was. I think
Yeah.
at that point, podcast was really taking off, maybe like to 2019 ish, something like that.
Yeah.
Where but definitely I know like in 2020, like
Yeah. Yeah.
everybody
That
had a
was a
podcast.
boom right
But
there.
my brother was doing something, and I was like, yeah, man, that's what I always had this vision because even when I was a teenager, and I'd be in the room and I would have this show called SPW, and it was called Super Power Wrestling, and I was the
Holy
host.
shit.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
the host of Superpower Wrestling. And then Superpower Wrestling this was before the network even came out. So I had a bunch of wrestling DVDs, and I'll
Yeah.
do it maybe Saturday nights or Sunday nights. And I just put together, some wrestling matches and watch it. And I'll be the host and I'll be, oh, well, welcome back to the show, you guys, man. What a match that was, man. We got later, stuff coming up later. And even, doing like a top 10 music joint where I just, be the host and stuff like that. So,
That's
you know,
fucking
I
awesome.
I'll just stare at the wall was kind of like my camera before I
Yeah.
even, had a camera. So
Oh
that's
yeah.
really that, drive from that right there. And then in 2020, well, 2019, my brother was just, he was doing some stuff and he was, coming back around and he was like, man, you know what you want to do? And I was like, yeah, I don't know. And he was like, man, stop bullshitting yourself. So he gave me a laptop, but we was, he came up with some little, uh, side little business, but that went, where it went. And then, I started, saying I was going to do this podcasting. And I just remember I was telling you last week episode on Beyond 1130, it was just like once everybody just moved out, and I was just like, man, I had so much space, and I was just like,
Yeah.
like I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And it's just like I started, flourishing in a way in my own space. Just, I had so much time, when
Exactly.
kids in the background or people, you know, just there, So the podcast really, that initially started from wrestling. Big wrestling fan.
That's right.
Started watching in late 98, 1990, 1999.
Yeah.
It was a neighbor of ours. He was on the balcony with me, and he was like, yo, man, you ever seen wrestling? And I was like, nah, I don't even know what that is. So he took me in went in, turned it on TV, and I was like, this is cool as shit, like, and I knew like my cousin, he watched it because he always talked about like WCW. He always
Yeah.
talked about like Booker T and how his father watched it. And they had the video games, but it just like when The Rock came in, man, and that was it for me, and just all of that. So that,
I believe it.
really, that's where it was. And then, just spouting it off from the podcast, I just knew I wanted to talk about more than wrestling, because I know I can connect with the people who like wrestling, which I didn't even think it was more than myself, really, than a
That's a
couple of
lot.
people,
Yeah. Giant community, man.
man. Going to school, I thought, man, I was the only one, maybe two or three other people, watch wrestling. But then when I started podcasting, I was like, damn, it's a whole fucking community out here.
Yeah, man.
But
There's a lot of people. A lot of
yeah,
people that like wrestling, and just I think people, it also gives you, it's always that weird shit, bro. Like, you got to
yeah,
think about it like this. There's motherfuckers out there right now, grown ass men, who are dressing up like ponies and bronies, whatever they're called, and you got furries, people dressing up like squirrels and cartoon characters and shit like that. Listen, there's
yeah,
a a party for every fucking body. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's a lot of things that come with being able to find people with similar interests as you. And online, the internet and Zoom, and even before that, kind of like chat rooms and stuff like that, it gave you the ability to do it in your house. So it's like before, you had to like go out and find a flyer when you're doing laundry and shit, and call the phone
mhm.
number that it's attached to, and hope it's not some weird sex orgy fucking. But then it was like, all right, it could be a weird ass thing or whatever while you're home on your computer, and you could just turn it off or whatever. And that was really the beginning, bro. People don't give enough credit to the chat rooms when we were
Yeah,
back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was when we were like young kids, man.
yeah,
AOL and MSN and all that shit or whatever. Like, that started it all, bro. Remember, were
yeah.
you on them chats, like the telephone chat lines and all that shit?
I remember it. I remember it,
Bro.
man. Like
Yeah,
all that time, like I was just saying, wrestling was obviously the mainstay, and I know I wanted to talk about other stuff with different other people, my life,
yeah.
not just even my life, but just random stuff, opinions on, hey, this show I like, or this crazy shit I seen, like WTF. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was really it. I always sort of had this passion for, something, but didn't know what it was, got lost for a little while, and definitely, I think life just, presented itself,
Just keeps lifing.
just keep life. And I think that's the best way to put it.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. I usually talk to a lot of people, especially when I have podcasters on, and ask them how they get started. And in a lot of ways, the stories always come from a lot of similar points. Like, most of the time, motherfuckers just like talking to people, man. You know what I mean? Like, most of the time, motherfuckers like trying to find people who have common
Yeah,
interests as themselves, and you have the opportunity, like I said before, like to do it, and sometimes that's
yeah.
all you need, man.
And one thing, I think that's where when I did started podcasting, I think it shocked a couple of people. But I mean, besides certain people in my, space, or in my closed circle, they knew, but I think certain people was just like, because me, man, I wasn't the talkative person. I'm not coming in the room. I'm not that. I'm more
Oh, you ain't.
so. Nah, I'm reserved. I'm chill. Like if you talking to me, then we'll talk. Like especially
Yeah.
if we got something to talk about. But if it's just like, yeah, man, hey man, you seen the game? Yeah, I seen it, man. It was dope. Yeah, it was dope. Hey, but I'm not about to sit here,
And then Dre's like, and then finally, I'm fucking out of here.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
cool. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
I'm
So
done.
yeah, so it wasn't like I like to talk to people, but it was
Yeah,
always, and it wasn't even like I like to hear my own voice, but I knew it was something like I said, it was mainly the wrestling though. But yeah, I
yeah.
wasn't a talkative type of person. I was definitely shy for real though.
Damn, I didn't know that wrestling played a factor in. I knew there was something because even like you told me, like you started your wrestling show a little bit after you started the 11:30 podcast, right? Because
Yeah,
when you
yeah,
first started it,
yeah. When I initially, started, the 11:30 podcast show, I kind of like put the show onto it though. But when I initially started, I was just talking, random, sports, entertainment, whatever, and then also wrestling. But I also know I know a lot of close people that I do know, they don't really like wrestling too. So, a
right?
lot of, I wanted to tap into something else though. But yeah, the wrestling one separately came a little bit afterwards though.
Got you. Yeah, yeah. That's always. It's just crazy how so many of these shows have gotten started and then now it's like it's starting to rekindle back to what it used to be and shit like that. Like things are slowing down a lot because I'm not meeting a lot of podcasters like I used to, but the ones that I am meeting are serious about this shit now. So that's always a plus, you know what I mean? Especially when you're trying to mix and work with different people and stuff like that. People who are taking it seriously, understand the craft. So I am enjoying that aspect of it. But I do want to get back to some of the things that you were talking about because, like I said, I want to get to know you on this episode. One of the things that you said was when you moved on your own, you had that experience that I think when most people can probably relate to this. When you get done with your parents and shit like that or whatever, and however form it is, some of it's bad. Sometimes you have a falling out. Sometimes you just grow up and you're finally just got enough money to make it on your own and try. That first time experience when you don't have anybody around or anybody helping you, that shit is wide eye opening, bro.
Hmm.
I remember I was on my own a bunch of times before I finally was able to stand on my 2 feet and really just completely be on my own, bro. And I remember I had a conversation all the time. It's like a joke, but it's some real shit. I remember just like knowing that I needed certain shit that I never even thought about. From a can opener to aluminum foil, salt and
Yeah.
pepper, shit that just be in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like when you with
Yeah.
your parents and you with people you live with, like shit like that just be in the house. But when you get
Hmm.
on your own and you sitting back and everything you do relies on you. That's it, man. There's nobody else. You take on so much more responsibility as well as thought process. And that's what's so crazy. So it's like you saying you've been on your own that time and it was able to kind of open up your, perspective, broaden your thought process. It's because you literally have time to, decompress, completely just think about what you want to do, consider shit, try shit. You don't got nobody around you to stop, you know what I'm saying? That's a
Yeah.
hell of an experience, man. Just that beginning portion. That's why it's so important to take time for yourself.
Yeah.
We just talked about that too.
Yeah, it is though. And I mentioned, once, my sister got her own apartment, and it seemed like my brother, he, moved out, and before then I was staying with my bro, he was a former coworker,
Yeah.
and we were really cool. We were really cool and everything like that. And it was just like, and I talked about this as well. It was like I had this sort of vision, like we would just be sitting there, we would have dope ass conversations like we do on a podcast or talk about wrestling all I'm talking about all day or whatever, and I wanted to start a podcast, and I'm like, or a show or whatever. But you know, like in the beginning, as I learned, you know, everybody don't see your vision and everything. You know, it's not, you know, for every what's for you is what's for you.
Yeah.
And you know, because I was like, I'm like, dog, like we literally got a show here. Like we are
Yeah.
funny as a motherfucker. Like,
Yep.
let's do it. Like, you know,
Yeah.
and I just, you know, I'm just like, oh well, maybe you know, you don't want to do it. Maybe it ain't for him. And it was just, you know, I'm the person who just, I don't know. When I'm just alone, I just feel like a lot of light bulbs just go off, and I just, you know, let's go. Let's go. I
Yeah.
want to do that. I want to do that. I want to do that. Like, why can't I? Shit, I can.
You're
You
right.
know, so
You're right.
let's go.
That's all. That's all it takes is a thought, man. All it takes is a thought. And I know that just sounds corny, but even now, like you know, just what you just described. Like I was just talking about. I don't even know if I shared this on one of the shows I was doing, but I was just talking about a food truck, man. I think it was on STR. I was just like kind of had an idea where I was like, man, listen, I'm about to start making dinners. Like I've been wanting to do it for a while, and just like make different kinds of food plates, hamburgers, hot dogs, shit like that. And when you say certain things, I want to get a food truck business. And then you start, if you just stop there and don't really consider like how you would do it or like you know what's the next step after that, it's easy to dismiss it. Like, oh man, I don't got time for that
Yeah.
shit. I got to work. I got this. I got that. But if you just take a little bit more thought and just a little slow it down a little bit, it's very easy to break it down, man, and see just exactly what the fucking happened for you. Uh-oh, in the building, man. We gotta shout him out. Hi, the Clips. Peace to Beeline
Yo.
Beehive. Fuck Beyonce's Beehive. That is Harris been drinking again. Yo, we ain't seen Harris in a while. Shout out to Harris. Harry Too Scary. Hope everything's good, brother. We ain't seen you in a little while, but can't wait for you to come back because I need a drink and to jump on the show and talk about some shit. Another great podcast, man. Looking forward to seeing him soon. But yeah, Dre, man. You know, just having the time to think and just like focus on some things that you want to do is super important, especially at like a younger age. You know, and speaking of younger age, I wanted to go ahead and break down, like, you know, let's start back a little further, man. Tell us a little bit about like, you know, where you're from and like, you know, your growing up experience, and then we'll dive a
Okay.
little deeper into the other stuff.
Okay.
I saw you did a documentary. For anybody who's curious, if you check out the 1130 podcast, his page, he's got a documentary on his life, and you know, definitely will give you a little bit more insight. But that's why I wanted to have you on, bro, because I wanted to like you know, talk about, you know, your situation and where you come from and all that good stuff. But
Okay.
yeah, so where you're from and tell us a little bit about like what it was growing up where you at.
Okay. Yeah. Washington, D.C., born and raised, uh, Southeast D.C. Uh, yeah, all my life. And growing up was actually, it was cool. You know, obviously I knew that I was sort of, I guess, you know, different than everybody else, or at least the rest of my siblings. You know,
Yeah,
I had you know, I do have a disability called Charcot-Marie Tooth syndrome, where it affects the muscles in my legs and my hands. So, you know, I was walking all the way up until the age, I think it was about 13 or something like that. And then,
yeah,
you know, I started using a wheelchair, but I always sort of used the wheelchair on and off, but it was like, you know, my muscles got weak, you know, as I got older. Same thing with my fingers, though. I could, you know, snap my fingers, and then, I can't even remember the day was, you know, was like, oh well, I can't do that no more. But
yeah,
my whole life just been sort of adapting, you know, to new stuff. So just trying to figure out. So I try to use the word, and I tell my fiance that too, because she in a wheelchair and stop using the word. I can't. You know, there's a lot of motherfuckers out here that really can't do shit. You know, like
bro.
real
Listen,
life, like
and
you
and
know.
not even
So
not even fucking have a disability or anything, and still can't do shit or won't
no,
do shit. So you
no,
absolutely
yeah,
right.
no
Yeah,
bullshit. And we got a little one now, right? And we both in a wheelchair, and we always say like, man, when he get older, he ain't gonna take no shit from anybody. He gonna be like, bro, both my parents was in a wheelchair, and you tell me you can't do that? Like, get out of my face.
that's
But
right.
uh,
That's right.
yeah, it was, you know, being you know, in a wheelchair, just, you know, adapting, just, you know, like I also said, trying to use the word I can't, and just instead of just saying things are more challenging, and
Yeah.
things are very challenging at times, and and sometimes it's less challenging, and uh I was sort of I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out, and my
You
mom
got
would
that
come back.
mentality.
Yeah, my mom would come back in or be like, "Well, how the hell you do that? Like, did you do that? Like, yeah, I'm like, oh my but boy, like, and it'd be crazy. Like, I was like I don't know how you want to call it, maybe like the technician guy, I don't know, but you remember where you old enough to like a VCR and the
Oh yeah.
AV cords, in the back of the VCR going to TV and whatnot. My mom
Yeah.
and all them, they wasn't too, technical
Like
with all of
savvy and
it. Yeah,
shit.
tech savvy with
Yeah.
that. So I was the guy so they had to call on to do certain stuff like that. So, no one really, never looked, especially in my, family wise, it was like, okay, well, you got disability, that's it. Nigga smart as
Yeah.
smart as shit though. But hey, that was that. But besides, growing up and school wise, and stuff like that, yeah, you knew you was the, you were different, riding a school bus or something like that, or being the only person in a classroom that's in the wheelchair. So, you stood out,
Yeah.
you
Yeah. Yeah.
couldn't help to look at the only person, So it was like, other than that, man, I just, stayed sort of to myself, stayed to myself and the close ones that I, knew. And other than that, yeah, I just, yeah, made it through. Or,
Listen, bro.
going
Yeah.
through.
You know something? It's interesting, man, because a lot of times, yo, you don't have the opportunity to understand the struggle of someone else in a range to which you can't. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? I know one time you said to me when we were talking about podcasting and stuff like that, and it was right when I was telling you like, hey man, I'm actually looking forward to just completely just talking to other people. I mean, I'm not talking to other people, just doing podcasts by myself and shit. And I just want to branch my shit like you said. It's like a therapy. It's like I can talk about whatever I want. It's open platform. You know what I'm saying? And then you had said to me that, oh, I like speaking with other people because it gives me the ability to understand where they're coming from, or see a different side of a story that I haven't, heard of before, or something like that. So I'm sitting there when you spoke that shit, I was like, that's actually why we talk to people a lot. You know what I mean? Like, you don't just
mhm.
talk to people just to relate to everything that they're doing. Oh yeah, I like that too. Just think about how boring that shit would be. But you
Yeah.
actually talk to people to sit there and really like get their experience and get another perspective that maybe you've never had, and that's a lot more engaging and entertaining for me
Mhm.
especially. So it's
Yeah.
like when you say like the fact that you at like some point, like you said, like 13, you've always kind of grew up and you've had something where you were a little different and stuff like that or whatever, but then it was like at 13 like it kind of just completely changed, where it's like you really had to just kind of transition. That's gotta be challenging, man, because you're going from one thing, going from snapping your fingers, doing everything you could, then having to adapt. There's a strength there, bro, that like a lot of people won't fucking ever or may never know about. You know what I mean? Like, and it's really interesting to understand, like, the thought process, or be able to sit down with someone like yourself and who's open about speaking about it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're
Yeah.
curious. When you
Yeah.
wait, I want to say this shit. I want to say this shit because I mean it sounds crazy, but on some real shit. When you see like Siamese twins and stuff like that or whatever, like you see them and you look at them, and obviously they're different from like somebody else. They're obviously different. They're two people conjoined at one, and you have questions, bro. You have questions. You're like, man, wow, how the fuck did that happen? Where is this? What is this? What are they? How do you do this together? What do you do? And a lot of times you'll go into the sexual fucking aspect of it, and especially like I know there was those twins who got married and shit. I think we did an episode on it or whatever. There was twins that got married, and literally like you're thinking like, so this guy, he's got one body with two girls on it, basically different perspectives, different outlooks, different shit like that or whatever. They gotta do stuff that normal people do. So
Mhm.
how? So when people want to know those questions, it's not because you're weird. It's not because it's different. Yo, you want to find out what's different. You want to find out or ask questions as respectfully as you possibly can, because it's just a different perspective, man. You're learning something new about something that you've never known before.
Yeah,
So
and look, yeah, I get you because I never forget. I used to work at a movie theater, man, and this girl, she used to get on my nerves sometimes though, but she was alright though. But she used to, ask questions because that's all people want to know. They don't understand, gotta ask questions and stuff. So yeah, she was just like, so how you get it on? How you have sex? And I was just like, well, you want to find out? So I mean, like that's the best way, not for any guy, but I was just
that's
telling her
right.
that, like, I mean, do you want to
That's
find out? Like, I mean, shit, maybe it
yeah,
maybe take a little time, but shorty get it done, gets it done, But yeah, it's always
yeah, for real.
more challenging. Yeah, when my hands, my fingers, stop moving. That was like, when I was little, so I mean, I don't think I even, took time to even, I was just like, okay, I'm a kid. But when I stopped
Yeah,
walking, I was like, okay, well, I guess I get to do some willies now. I guess I
there you
get to
go.
ride
Yeah,
around,
they positive
so
outlook,
and
like a
yeah,
positive kind of yeah.
yeah, because shit yeah, it is rough for a lot of others, So I just, knowing I just had a physical disability, so that was really it, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And you said like, with your fiance, and like I've been knowing you for a while now. So it's like, you met your fiance and she's also had a disability. Share how you guys met a little bit, man.
Sure, we met. We was talking about this on Beyond 11:30. We met in elementary school. Yeah, we met in elementary
Crazy.
school. I sat beside her, and I think I made her laugh, and that was it. So yeah, we
That's
went to elementary
fucking
school,
crazy.
and she said I followed her though, but yeah, I didn't follow her, and went to junior high school together. Went to high school together. We barely even talked in high school though, but yeah, went to high school together, and then fast forward, I guess what, maybe 5, 6 years, and yeah, we was together after that.
It's that's a crazy enough story for just like, anybody's story. You
Yo,
feel me? Like just you met
it's
your fucking wife in elementary. You known
yo,
each other
it
your whole lives.
it still blows my mind at the same time. I'll just be looking at her and be like, big head ass, like big head, and then we just, of course, couples, get on each other nerves though, but
Oh yeah.
we love her, but to think of it, be like, damn,
I'm
like
trying to
when in
tell
the
you, bro.
chance of someone going to elementary school together, going to junior high school, middle school, high school, and they get in a relationship and then they have a kid together. Like, what's the odds of that shit? Like,
I'm
that is
telling you. I'm
crazy,
telling you.
man. Like,
I know one couple that I've known from high school, and they're married. They got like 4 kids, and I know there's a couple of them. There's a couple of people I saw that got together after high school, but there was one couple, and they got married, got a nice house, did a whole bunch of shit. I saw him. I even saw him one time, and he was telling me the same, just like you just said. Oh, it's pissing me off, blah blah blah. But they still on Facebook, still doing everything. It's a crazy experience, bro. That seems to be
yeah,
one of the most common questions for some disabled people. I just was asking, does it hurt to walk?
the most you talk about common questions though. For me, the most common
Does
question was obviously, uh,
oh, I get it kind of saying, yeah.
say it again. Big ups, my dude. Yeah, one of the most common questions I know definitely for me was obviously, how you get in the wheelchair, and most people were like, did you get shot? I
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
yeah, I
yeah,
can imagine.
yeah, did you get shot? Did you get shot? Was you in a car accident? Are the two top assumptions. And I'd be like, well, damn, homie, nah,
Coming
I
from
ain't in no
DC,
gang.
coming from DC,
Yeah,
nigga.
coming from DC. Like, nah, homie, son. Nah, I ain't from no set.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, but hey. But the little kids are funny though. As I got older, I kind of, when I was young, little kids look at you, stare at you, and be like, damn, fuck, they staring at, I'm like, start making
No
faces in
filter.
them, and then now that you get older, you see little kids, they stare and they look back at you, I just make stupid faces, so it's
Yeah.
all good.
Yeah, kids don't got no filter, man. Kids
Yeah.
really just running around just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. That really is what they're doing. They see something different. Like somebody said, there was a comedian that said this, but he was like, you know, when as a kid, like a kid just wants to say the real shit. Like they want to say, like parents and stuff and adults and shit. We're more structured. We're more compound. You feel me? So it's like
Yeah.
we want to ask questions too, but we understand the different types of emotions. We understand the different types of social fucking awareness and all that. So we can't just walk up and say the shit. But a kid, they don't got that those kind of things holding them back. They're open fucking books.
Yeah.
Bam, let me go. Let me ask that motherfucker something. What's that, mommy? Like, yeah, them niggas is abrupt with it. Kyle, what up, bro? Miss Kyle. Kyle be on. Yo, Kyle, we're gonna be coming back with the entertainment show, brother. We've been on the 11:30, beyond 11:30 right now, but as soon as that's over, we coming back with the rest of the season for the entertainment show, guys. So we'll be back with that as well. Big ups to Kyle in the chat.
So
But yeah, you also said something else, Dre, where we were that depends on the adult. Yep, that is a very true statement.
yeah, it does.
Some
It
adults,
does.
yeah, don't
Some
got no
adults,
fucking
man.
filter either.
Nah, they don't. They just be asking, like, oh, okay. I'm just asking. I'm like, okay.
Dre, I don't know if this is a beyond 11:30 topic or not, but that's one thing I really, really want to start talking about just what the hell is with the type of people that have the personalities to where they're just atrocious, man. Like walking into restaurants and places and shit like that, and just giving like the worst type of attitudes. Like, you know, it's one thing to, you know, have an issue or whatever, but just another thing for the people who be jumping on the damn counters and pushing shit over because you're mad. I don't, that's a conversation I definitely want to have on an upcoming episode soon, bro.
We could definitely do that. Like I said, and I mentioned, I worked at a movie theater before here in downtown here in DC. Gallery place, man, and it's crazy where, you know, customers just, you know, doing everything, and yeah, you gotta have your composure in a way, just be like, okay, you know what, because
For
they say,
real.
oh, the customer's always right, and you know they want to well, be entitled and everything else. So no, people are crazy.
People are crazy. It's bad. It's cat shit. But yeah, man, it's also real interesting talking about, like you said, how you met your wife and you guys were in elementary school. Like, you know, you start to get to a point, man, where you start to realize I'm getting older. You know what I'm saying? You're getting older, you start to see things differently, like life starts to change for you a little bit. I've definitely been experiencing it a lot recently. Um, there was this trend on, or there is this trend on TikTok where they have people are taking pictures from when they were like 16, 17. And I guess like the premise of it is you're supposed to then show, you know, basically it says we're not 16 anymore. And then you're supposed to show an updated picture of yourself. Now, when you look at that, you're like, okay, you know, you want to see somebody who's maybe like they're in their 40s or 50s and shit like that. But you literally got motherfuckers. I'm not 16 anymore. 16-year-old me, I'm not 16. And then they're like 22. And I'm like, that ain't far enough, motherfucker. You ain't even changed enough. But I was thinking about it, and I saw this one girl. She did it. She was 17, and it's one of those eye-opening moments. And she was 17, and she did it, and she was 27. And I was thinking to myself, and I looked at it, and I was going like, oh, it's only 10 years. I mean, I guess that's a little bit or whatever. Then I started thinking about it. I was like, damn, 27. I'm 37. Like and then right there was one of those light bulb moments where I was like, damn, I'm almost fucking 40 years old, bro. And it doesn't feel like it, man. It's like I still have the feelings of like when I used to play with toys. I still got the feelings of like, you know, when I used to look in the mirror and, you know, think about like, oh man, I'm gonna go do this outside, and I still have all that shit. Like it's still like completely there. It's just crazy to realize that, like, what age, you know, it just keeps going, bro. You stop thinking about it for a while.
Yeah, you kind of do though, you know, like at 27, man, it's just I'm 33 right now, so 23-year-old me was just
Completely
on
different, bro.
completely. Oh my god, I hate looking at my memories on Facebook. Oh my gosh, man, they just remind me of how stupid and wild I was, man. But just saying the stupidest shit, man, on
Yeah,
Facebook. I seen the other. I don't even know, man. I don't even really want to repeat it though. But yeah, just 23, even the 10-year chart. Definitely, you want to make definitely some changes though. But yeah, man.
yeah.
It-
This it's hard, man. It's hard because then you start to realize, like, like you said, bro, I was fucking wild too. And you realize, like, you made a lot of mistakes, and you also did some good shit, I guess, whatever. I know for me it was just shit. Looking wise, I fucking miss my fucking 27-year-old self and all that shit. Because
yeah. And,
now, like, I live.
and now, right now that I'm, getting, getting, up there, with age and wisdom, the whole age thing, I don't know what it is though, but it be bugging me out though a little bit, because it's like I don't know if I be too much in my head, or be reading so much things. I'm like, okay, we 9 months in the womb, and then when we get out and out of the moon, the 9 months, we gotta sort of start all over at
Mm,
one again. So I'm I'm doing that, like, are we really the age that we really say we are? And I think
mm, good
by
point.
saying old, I think that ages us, even more than what we really are. I think it's more so that, say, I'm 25 years young or whatever like that. But I think, we've been so conditioned to say certain things, it just rolls off our tongue. Like, we don't even have thoughts of it though. But, it just some things I be, thinking of, and I just be like, shit, like, god damn it, am I really 33? Am I really? Because I'm like, man, I don't think I am though. But
Bro.
but yeah, that's just little things, I just be thinking of,
Yeah,
now.
we that's a beyond 11:30 fucking topic right there, because
Yeah.
we've talked about that.
Yeah.
Kyle said he was 23 years old, he was happy but not happy. Hey Kyle, man, you seem like you're also a very positive person. Like you think very positively. So, I'd love to hear why you have both of those mentalities. But I think most people, man, you still kind of figuring yourself out. That's around the time period where you're kind of transitioning, you're growing up, you're starting to understand that you're growing up. Like, all of your big party time is kind of gone. Like, for most people, it's like, girls got the sweet 16, guys got like to hit 18, you're able to do this, do that, and you're able to drink at 21, you go party. But after that, that's like the last ones you're really looking forward to as like somebody who's under the age, or whatever. You're pretty much accepted. Once you're 21, it's like you're just an adult. Like, that's what it is. What it is. All rules and regulations are all fucking valid for your ass. So that's it. So it's like,
Yeah.
there's no more to look forward to. And then after that, I remember when I was younger, like in high school, younger, this girl had told me that I was working with. She was like, once you hit 25, you can forget about it. It just starts going by like just day after day, just fucking rapidly fast. And I noticed that now more than ever, bro. Like, the years literally just they fly by so fast that even now, like, I'm not even planning things like for months anymore. I'm literally planning for years. Like, I'm like, because they go so fast. Like, I can't
Yeah,
even
they do.
remember. I get mixed up thinking about things that happened in 2022, 2023, 2024. Like, they all blend together for me. Like, I don't know how to keep track anymore. But
Nah, it's a weird
it's real
time, man.
interesting, man. Yeah, and like you said, the concept of time period. Like, I definitely agree with people who say things like, trying to be optimistic and, hey, the glass isn't half empty, it's half full, and blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely a better way to have an outlook. You know what I mean? Like, but you also got to have some fucking formulated reality in that shit too. Because if you're 100 and you talk, "Mom, 100 years young," this sounds good, motherfucker. Your ass old as shit, I.
Yeah, I
But I
get it.
feel you.
Yeah, I get it though. And I think that goes on to, like I was talking about at one point, it was just like, you know, I mentioned this on Beyond 11, excuse me, on Beyond 1130. It's like having a dream, and you don't remember all of the dream So, the parts that excuse me, that you're trying to fill in, your brain just automatically just makes something up. And I feel like, that being like with society or with us as human beings for a long time, it was just like somebody just made some shit up and told us, and we just been going along with it for the longest time. And it's never like anybody to ask questions. And when you are the person to ask questions, you get looked at like you weird, bro. Like
Yeah,
really. So,
that's true.
yeah, so it's weird. It really is though.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a lot of stuff like that. You're right. I think we are in a little bit more of a time period where asking questions doesn't get you looked at as hard now. I think people are more ready to accept difference and change, and are more open minded to a degree.
Mm,
People take that shit and they run with it now too. Take advantage of it, kind of like, so if somebody's open minded, you're gonna try your best to establish whatever kind of fucking reality you want to establish. But yeah, like we said, that is a big conversation. So definitely, guys, if you're interested like that, definitely check out 11 Beyond 11:30 Thursday
exactly.
nights at 9 o'clock. It's a great show, great panel people you have on every week, man. Um, but yeah, Dre, I really wanted to have you come on and talk some shit, and like I said, get to know you better. I really appreciate you
Cool.
coming on and really just like sharing, your life a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't get all into everything, but it always blows my mind when you tell a story about your fiance more than anything. It's just like to meet somebody at that young. I remember the first girlfriend I had was in kindergarten. This girl named Kelly Connolly, bro, and Kelly was a pretty white girl, and it was just like I was fat and I had a big ass afro when I was in kindergarten and shit. And for some reason, this girl fucking loved my ass, bro. I don't know what it was, but she was my girlfriend all the way to like, first, second. I remember playing Power Rangers with Kelly. I remember doing all of that shit, yo. And
Man, that's
she
awesome.
moved. She moved in second grade. I think it was second grade. She moved. I remember seeing her for the last time her parents came to like, say goodbye to everybody. And the teacher, Miss Granada, damn, I can't believe I remember all this shit. She gave me like, remember you used to hang like the stupid art and stuff like that all around the room
Yeah,
and for the year.
yeah.
So at the end of the year, the teacher she had gave me all of Kelly's like artwork, like her elephant with her name and different shit or whatever. And I remember that. I looked her up on Facebook and shit and found out she's like a lesbian now and shit. So
Wow.
but just
Man.
reminiscing, bro.
Yeah, a story sort of similar like that, like with me and my fiance when we were in middle school, and it was close to the end of the year, and I guess the day was like, you could bring your PlayStation to school or whatever. I don't remember
Mm,
what period it was, but it was like in the evening. I know it was in the evening after like lunchtime or whatever. So one of the other classmates, they bought the PlayStation. They playing man. I remember that. And they had the lights off and everything. And I was in the classroom, and she was in the classroom too. And I told her to come in. And at this point, man, I mentioned I was already in another relationship with someone else. So
Straight,
I'm in the
straight
same
macking on this.
classroom. I'm in the same classroom, and we always joke about this, now because it's so funny. Um, but yeah, I told her come in, and then she came in, and I, gave her a kiss, and it was a big kiss, and she told someone, and one of the other little classmates, and he ran his mouth, and it had a whole big old, oh yeah, 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 they kissed, and I was like, no we didn't, and everything like that, and fast forward, and yeah, we did kiss, and now we
Mm,
together, so it was weird though. Yeah.
that's
It was
awesome,
weird.
yo.
Yeah.
Remembering that first, was that the first your first kiss?
No, it wasn't though. It wasn't my first kiss. I remember shit, my first kiss. I think it was this girl named Crystal. Man, yeah, yeah, Crystal. I think that was my first kiss back in maybe
Yeah.
first grade or something like that. Yeah.
My first kiss was Kelly. Kelly was my first kiss. But it was funny because it's kind of similar to what you're saying. We were in we were in it was like playtime or whatever the hell you call it, and I was pretty sure it was second grade. But we were sitting behind these tables and we were sitting on the floor and we were playing like this game. It wasn't checkers, it was some other shit, some shit with like some blocks or something. And she was sitting on the floor and I was sitting like on the side of her or whatever. And she leaned in and listen, this is fucking crazy, but she was like, yeah, this is my shoulder. And she had like her shoulder was kind of out. She got one of them shirts on. She pulled her shirt down on her shoulder, and she was like, kiss my shoulder. And I kissed her shoulder, and then she was like, okay, I'm gonna kiss your shoulder. And she kissed my shoulder. I didn't pull my shit down. My shirt was on, and she just kissed my shoulder.
Yeah.
And then she leaned in after she got done doing that, and then we kissed real quick. And that was my first fucking kiss.
Mm.
In school or whatever. And like you said, people had found out about it and they were talking about like how we kissed in the back of the class. But I didn't even think about it because I was just like kind of living in that world where it was just like I didn't really know what I was doing. I had no idea that she was even going to do that. But thinking about it now, I think like, damn, all these weird ass questions. Like, damn, wonder what she went through. Like,
Yeah.
knowing shit, right? Like,
Yeah.
you don't know what these kids be going through and shit. But yeah, man, damn, it's crazy, bro. 'Cause I feel like I've been reminiscing a lot lately, bro, just about old school stuff, and I love shit like nostalgia and all of that type of stuff. That shit grounds me because I really did have a really good childhood and stuff like that. Like I don't have any fucked up memories really. I've done a lot of crazy shit or whatever, but that shit grounds me, bro. Whenever I feel overwhelmed from adulting and just like bills and bullshit, like I think about I'll go on TikTok and just look at some of the nostalgia things, like older things we used to drink and eat when we were younger, and TV
Yeah.
shows and commercials. I love shit like that, bro.
And now that I'm a dad now, and I think I sort of, I want to say, reminisce, I guess, a little bit more now. When you got a little kid, you can live vicariously through them,
Yeah.
whether going to the store and going into the toy aisle and looking at all the toys, playing with all the toys.
Yep.
Man, when I was getting stuff for his birthday, and I'm just like, I'm in the toy aisle, I'm like, shit, man, I think I want all these toys, man. Oh, I want this one too.
That's right.
I remember that. I remember that game right there. So it's like, or even just watching, shows with him or whatever like that. Like he loved Bluey. So it's like
Yeah.
Bluey and Miss Rachel is cool. So anytime he put on Miss Rachel, I'm singing along with him. I'm probably the loudest one there,
Yeah.
singing along like I'm so happy, jump, jump. Yeah. So that's like, yeah. So having a little man, and even watching some of your favorite kid movies like Toy Story was like my favorite, or is my favorite like kid movie of all time,
Bro,
man.
I'm trying
So
to tell you.
watching it with him is pretty cool and stuff. And even growing up, I was I like the buses, like the Metro bus, or any type of bus. That was my thing. And then to see him sort of doing the same thing, the window will be open, or we'll go outside and he'd be like, bus, and I'd be like, yeah, you see the bus? Yeah, because
Yeah.
that was me. I used to wear my mother out, be like, bus, oh, my bus. So it's like,
Man.
it's like a replica of myself in a way,
Awesome, bro.
but
It's
yeah,
really awesome. Yeah,
yeah,
having kids is definitely an eye opener, bro. That I had my first son was at, I think, I'm pretty sure I was 25, 24 or 25. And that's what moved me to Georgia and everything like that or whatever. And coming from such a wild, reckless fucking life, like it was the first thing that really caused me to finally kind of get grounded a little bit. And but like you said, man, it's just something different. And I had a boy too, so it was just like the same kind of thing, to where it's just like you start seeing, like, you understand what you've been through, you understand what you don't want them to go through. I think for most parents it starts there, man. Like, if you're a caring parent at that, like it starts with, like, the first things you start thinking about is, man, I don't want him to experience this like I did, or whether it be whatever.
yeah,
You want the best for them, you want them the safest for them. And yeah, kids really change you, bro. Kids
yeah.
really change you. And I can imagine like your situation, like, you being able to have a kid, and like, did you always think that a kid was something that was going to be on the table for you, or was it just
Nope.
like,
Nope, not at all, man. Not
yeah,
not 1 second, man. I tell you, I was just like, Look at, and I was happy to be, um, a stepdad. I was settled. I was settled. Like if push came to shove, and it just was like, okay, Dre just don't have none of his own. I'll be a cool stepdad. Or I was cool. I was settled to be like, if I just couldn't, I would adopt one. Now I know there's some challenges, and stuff that going there, going, in that direction though. But I was cool, and then never thought it would happen. And I ain't gonna say, we sort of was trying, for a moment, but I guess we just sort of stopped, and it just sort of just happened.
Yeah,
So it was just like, when I did, it was like, yo, like, hey, because yeah, I never thought I could, for real, for real.
that's a blessing, bro. Definitely
Yeah.
happy for you. It's awesome that you were able to, like, have your son, and your son, he runs around watching singing wrestling, and he's gonna have traits just like you, man, and it's gonna be awesome, for you to be able to watch him grow up, and then this is what's gonna happen, Dre. Get ready for it. His ass gonna hit like 7 to 8, and he's gonna be pretty cool at 7 to 8. But after that, he's gonna be fucking 12, 13. He's gonna love that motherfucker just like you love him now. But you gonna murder his ass sometimes. That's how I'm my baby. My son is my son, man. That's my baby boy, bro. He's the one that
Yeah.
started it all. And just the feeling that you get when you have your first kid, bro, it's completely different. You never been through it. You don't know if you're gonna fuck up. You don't know what you're gonna do. And then you just
Mhm.
start doing it. You know what I'm saying? You just start doing it. No matter the situation, you just start doing it, whether you get them on the weekends or you live with them all the time. You start being a dad, and you start going through the process. Here, eat this and put this on and get up and wash your ass. And after a while, it just becomes second nature, bro. And you watch them grow, and then they come up to you in the weird ass times when you're doing something, and they say, like my son just now, right before I did the show. And me and my son have been kind of clashing a little bit lately. But he just walked by, coming from the kitchen, shutting the light off for me, and said, "Have a good show, Daddy." I said, "Thanks, bro." And shit like that. It's just like it brings you right back, yo. It's like that's my little nigga, right? Like I remember watching him run around and try to throw the football in the Chuck E. Cheese thing, and now he grown, fucking almost as tall as me, and
Mhm.
it's a whole nother world, bro. And
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
know.
I can tell you, Dre, like if I know we've talked about shit like this all the time, but I mean,
Yeah.
I know there's so many people out there, bro. If they like can talk to me now and was like, Snell, that's you talking like that? Like that's you, motherfucker. And I'm like, yeah, nigga. That's me, completely fucking different, man. But it
Yeah.
changes you, man. It changes
Yeah.
you.
We hear that a lot, and also we talk about it too. We be like when he be doing stuff, and like because he'll see us drop something or whatever, and he'll pick it up, put it in the trash or whatever like that, or
Mm.
whether it's washing clothes and stuff. So we be like, man, you better keep that same energy, because when we get like 12, 13, you'll be like, yeah, you don't want to take out the trash.
I'm
Now he
telling
want to
you,
go,
bro.
he want to go with me now. Every time we want to go out take out the trash, well, I want to go with you, Dad. And as soon as he get 12, 13, I'm be like, son, go take out the trash. Man, why I gotta take out the trash? Because I asked you.
That's
Shit,
right.
when you was 2 years old, you couldn't fucking stay in the house. Now your ass don't want to get up off the damn couch though. Go take out the trash. You
That's
feel
telling
me?
you,
Like,
nigga.
come on, man. Like,
That's how
yeah.
it be
So
too.
yeah, it is. I understand. Yeah, I
Yeah,
understand. And
man.
I see what my mother be saying though. Shit, for real.
Bro, listen. And moms and them was right, man. It definitely is
Yeah.
it's a different type of life, a different type of style, but it's always a blessing. And you live with it. And like you said, having the positive outlook on it, you understand there's good days and bad days. But I'm happy for you, man. I'm glad you was able to, do things that you never thought you could have, and then built up a show. I mean, you started something that no matter what, bro. This is another thing I don't know if you think about. I think about it every now and then while I do this, especially with children. Um, we're leaving a legacy, bro. In a way, like we're leaving a legacy, man. I lost, similar to you. I know we've talked about, you lost your brother. Um, and he's one of the ones who helped you with the get started on your podcast and everything. And I lost my brother too, and he was similar. Like he wasn't my real brother, but he was my fucking brother. Like close,
Mhm.
really close. Like the closest thing you can get to. And
Yeah.
I have an episode of the web show with him on it. It's one of the early ones. I think it's like episode 18.
Same
And
thing. Yeah.
yeah, every now and then I can go back and I watch that episode. And just like, hear his voice, I see him and shit like that. I remember exactly the conversation, everything like that. And for your kid and for my kids, at some point, hopefully, YouTube stays around as long as it does. And even it sounds kind of bad, it sounds kind of crazy, but on some real shit, like I'm already like kind of thinking about like, just kind of getting all my collective videos and different stuff that I've done and putting it all together. So my kids have that shit, man. They can have
Yeah.
it forever, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they can
Mhm.
learn about me. They can, just have me around with all of these different, formats and shit like that or whatever for the rest of their life, yo.
Yeah.
So
Most definitely. Most
it's
definitely. Like
awesome.
you just said, with your brother, man. Sometimes the video, is a little, hard to watch because it's like, when you be like thinking about him or miss him and,
For real.
definitely want to reach out to him. But yeah, man, I remember the conversation that happened him on, and obviously he liked the Rock too. So I remember him. Yeah, I remember the WrestleMania where it was the COVID WrestleMania where it was in the Performance Center, and
Yeah.
he came over and watched both nights of WrestleMania. It was weird. It was like the first time, but yeah, man, like we didn't have the same mother, didn't have the same father, but we was, close, always close, like phone call away, always come and chill, whether it was doing music or whatever. Definitely got big memories of our music though. We was the shit in our head though.
Hey,
And to
that's all that
everybody
matters.
else does,
Yep.
so hey man, yeah, that's what it's all about though, for real.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. Dre, man, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. We ain't gonna do a crazy ass long time. But listen, I wanted to do some rapid fire shit. I didn't write
Okay.
anything
Cool,
down, so I'm
cool,
just
cool,
literally
cool.
like fuck it. But guys, we haven't done an episode of this. Let's do it again. Oh, this shit is fucking up. All right, here we go. Ready, guys. 1, 2, 3. Straight off of the dome. That's right. We ain't played in a while, but check it out. We're gonna do it a little bit different. We haven't had a guest in a while, so I haven't really put together straight off the dome game. So we're gonna do it like this. Fucking time limit. And Dre, we're gonna go ahead and ask you just some questions. I'm gonna come straight off the dome, and I want you to come up straight off the
Okay.
dome as well. So
Okay,
basically,
cool.
let's go ahead and find out some things about you. Jump right into it without thinking too hard. Favorite food?
Burgers.
Burger.
Burgers, man. Like, yeah. I don't know if you could I don't know
What
if
you
you
got,
kind of tell a little bit though, but yeah.
bro?
Burgers though, yeah, man. I'm a burger guy, man. I love a good burger with some fries or something, like yeah. Favorite food. I gotta say a burger. A burger is satisfying.
Slept on. Slept on. I'll tell you right now, burger ain't nothing like a good fucking bacon. I was just saying
Ah,
on Beyond 11:30, a
mm,
damn the McDonald's, to me, a McDonald's and Burger King don't even compare anymore. You go get that fucking Texas double Whopper from Burger. That's one of the
look at
best burgers I ever had, bro.
shit. Them homemade burgers sometimes be better than the burgers getting from daggone McDonald's or Burger King, because
Definite.
McDonald's they be sloppy putting the damn sandwich together. And I be
Oh
like,
yeah,
well, I mean, I'm gonna still eat it though, but damn though, why I gotta look like this?
you're
But
right.
yeah, a burger though for sure.
Favorite soda?
Great. Grape
Grape
soda.
soda. Are you
Yeah.
you the blackest motherfucker we had on the show? Anybody say grape soda, you black as shit. I don't give a fuck if you white. You black as shit.
My fiance hate that shit. She be like, ew,
She
dude.
do.
It's like, no, the shit she do, she can't stand it though.
Grape
I be
soda
like,
is the
yeah,
shit.
I love grape soda though. Grape soda is my favorite. I don't know. I think it came from elementary school. I think the only thing they had was, I guess, apple juice, cranberry juice, and I think maybe orange juice. But I was like, I don't really want the orange juice. Apple juice, all right, but man, the grape juice, I was fucking that shit up. So grape
Yeah,
juice,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, great.
Grape juice, my shit. Grape soda,
Yeah.
Welch's grape soda. You don't see it as much in the stores and shit. I just thinking
Nah.
about it out loud. Like you see orange, you see ginger ale, you see all that shit, root beer, but you don't see
Yeah.
grape soda too often. I don't know. You gotta be in certain spaces for that shit. Let's go
Yeah.
ahead and keep it rolling. Let's see, y'all. So we got favorite food, favorite soda. What's a place that you would visit if you wanted to, if you could, free of charge? What's a place that you would go and visit? Any place in the world.
Free of charge.
Free of charge, completely paid for, all expenses, everything's taken care of. Where's somewhere you would go?
Mm. Well, I probably would say, I mean, this goes back to the core of me, but I probably would say WrestleMania. Free of charge. That's probably somewhere. Excuse me. I probably would go. Big fan. Obviously of wrestling, and never been to a WrestleMania. And I haven't really been, travel a whole lot, but I know I went to Myrtle Beach, had the time of my life in South Carolina, but definitely want to, travel more places and do stuff. But shit, if it's free of charge, man, I probably gotta say maybe WrestleMania though.
Mania. Hey, listen,
Yeah.
that's a good choice. That's definitely a good choice. I can't even answer that question. There's so many places that I wish I could go, but I don't like fucking planes and shit. So it's hard for me, bro, because I want
And I
to
never
do
flew.
some things. Oh, you never flew?
Yeah, I never flew, but I want to catch a plane though. I really do.
It's an
And
experience, man.
and this goes back to I want to catch a plane, but I was always nervous to catch a plane. I think it came, back from September 11th, being in DC and all of that shit happened. But as I got older, hearing the experience and hearing everybody, my sister flew on the plane and everybody else, I was like, okay, I want to try it, just
It's
I wouldn't
not for
mind,
me.
I wouldn't mind jumping out of a plane before, or doing skydiving.
Listen, Dre just fucking super
For real,
180.
like no bullshit though. Like I be thinking some crazy shit. Like I be like,
Yeah?
oh, that is fun. I like roller coasters though, but I
I
be hearing
fuck with
too
roller-
much stories with roller coasters. But yeah, I really fuck with roller coasters though. But yeah, I always wanted to try doing a skydive one time or jumping out of an airplane. Thought that.
See, that's wild, bro. You wanna know
Fun.
what else? Like I say it, I wouldn't jump out of a plane. Fuck that. I just, that shit is not for me. I don't even like planes. But you know what I would try? And you see it all the time, that damn slingshot ride. You see the people on the slingshot ride where they the thing and then they let them go and them motherfuckers going there. People be passing out on it and shit.
Oh yeah.
One in Florida, they got them all over. But I would try that. I would try that. That's something I would try once. I know it sounds crazy, like but for me, I had to get on a plane when I moved back to Jersey. I moved to Jersey for like 8 months, try to get some shit together, and I came back to Georgia. And I got on the plane to visit my son for his birthday, and I had to get on 4 planes for that trip. I got on 2 to get to Georgia, and then 2 to get back to Jersey. And man, when I tell you, I was tense and I was stressed the fuck out. I was scared as hell, bro. And it's just the thought of like you have no control over what's happening, bro. It's like it's like you said, 9/11 is definitely one big event that happened, but at the same time, like it's just for me, at any time, just a plane just can stop working, bro. And if it if a car stops being a car, you're just on the ground, so you just stop and hopefully nobody hits your ass. But if a plane stops being a fucking plane, you're done. Just squeeze your head between your legs and kiss your ass.
I mean, you better hope you got the finest pilot. Like that could fly that motherfucker. But yeah, you're right.
Your ass is finito, motherfucker. You was call everybody you fucking know in that little 5 minutes or whatever. Damn, because you finished, motherfucker. But that's why, like, that's what it is with planes with me, bro. And I know people ride them all the time, bro. We love wrestling, like wrestlers. Them motherfuckers is in planes every 5 minutes. I don't know how people do it, man. It's such a illogical fucking challenge, like to get in a plane and it goes up in the air and ain't nothing holding that bitch up there but prayers and motors. You want that motherfucker? Hey Dre, you want that motherfucker? Like, Please don't fuck up. Your car fucks up all the time. Like
Yeah.
dead
Yeah.
batteries and flat tires.
I'm
But a
telling
plane
you.
fuck up, you can forget about it, nigga. Your
Yeah,
ass
man.
was falling like Alicia Keys and shit.
I can just imagine myself getting on a plane for the first time. My nerves would probably be just, I mean, shot, man. I'm just saying, like you just said, like you going up in this tube, you got two,
Crazy.
maybe 4, 5, 6 engines or whatever, and if it just don't go that way, then yeah, you short, but like,
You a
man, you
news
just
story.
gotta pray it all the way through, man.
You do.
People just
You
get on
do.
that shit like I mean, they do it for a living. They do it every day. They just get on planes. And,
You know what surprised me about a plane too? When I did get on the couple that I did, that it's one of those situations where it's like when you get there and you expect it to be big. Like I was expecting, like you watch Home Alone, you watch all these fucking movies and this and that. They're so small, bro. Like you
yeah,
like you don't you think that they're like these big giant ass things. I'm pretty sure there's different ones and stuff like that or whatever. But like the one I got on, it was just like damn, like it was still like a full plane, but I was expecting it to be like, oh, there's 3 aisles and this and that, and nah, man, it was just fucking 2 seats over here, or 2 seats over here, and you and that, like you said, just a fucking tube, yo. And you just sit there and thinking, and that shit. And then I look, oh, this is what fucked me up, Dre. This is what fucked me up. I looked out the window, right? No bullshit. I looked at the window, and there was like some fucking duct tape or something.
Oh
No
man,
bullshit. I'm not
that
lying.
would have
There was
had
like
me
some
going
duct
crazy.
tape thing on the wing. It wasn't like the wing was duct taped on,
And
but it was like
I watch Air Disasters too. I don't know if you're familiar with that show. It comes on the Smithsonian channel though,
nah.
and the more episodes I find interesting is where the pilots somehow in some miraculous way they got this plane to land or whatever. And then of course you got the other ones where
They didn't.
it just they just didn't. It just went down. Like it just went down. So
Yeah.
but yeah, air disasters, man, that be having me going crazy. Like dog, like whoo. I'm telling you, bro, like I'm praying and I'm just hoping this goes the right way.
Yeah,
For
man, it's a
real,
scary
man.
thing. People do it all the
Yeah,
time, but it's a very scary thing. But it's also an experience, man. I know I'm saying shit, talking shit, but I'm gonna have to get on the plane. My wife wants to go to Hawaii. She wants to do a whole bunch of shit. And I want to do a whole bunch of shit too. I want to go to Vegas at least one time and
definitely.
that. But yeah, man, we're gonna keep it that. We usually ask about 3 questions. I think that was really good. But Dre, man, it's been awesome talking with you, bro. Kind of getting to know you on this episode. Really glad that you came in to be a part of it. I want to take up your whole night, man. But
Man,
hey,
it's all good.
we got a lot of shit going on as far as what you're doing. Tell us about your show, where they can find you when you're, and all the good stuff.
Well, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. You said one thing interesting at the beginning of the show. I thought it was funny too, because that's some bullshit with X now, and that you can't
Bro.
even stream live with that. And I was like, really? Now okay, yeah, you can have that.
For real.
But yeah, really all social media platforms at the 1130 podcast, at the 1130 podcast _ on IG. And definitely subscribe to the podcast show on YouTube, the 1130 podcast show. We'll be back this actually next month, the end of next month in September, where I just have a different guests on each and every week, sort of what Brian was just saying. We got some fun conversations, man, for real, because they be really it get deep, man. It get really deep on those shows. The wrestling show, as always, definitely will be back this coming Saturday and beyond 11:30, man. We keeping it rocking each and every Thursday until the podcast show is back. So yeah, man, I appreciate it. B, man. Yeah, this has been my first time on the web show. We've been talking about it for some time. We always chat it up. So yeah, man, always a pleasure.
Yeah, I really appreciate you coming on, bro. Guys, listen, thank you guys so much. Hey, I wanted to also give a big shout out. I should have did this at the beginning, but I want to do it now because it's important. But yo, listen, as you guys know, I've definitely been just working down the beeline. It's been my full-time job again, and I've been enjoying it. And I still need more money, So if you guys know anybody or need any kind of logos or artwork done, I've been getting really good with these graphics and shit. Please let them know. Hit us up. Definitely go check us out at the Beeline Entertainment LLC, B-Line Entertainment LLC.com. And we're definitely going to be, making it happen for you. I just got a client today. He's a wrestling client. And did some artwork for him, and it came out really good. I've really been enjoying doing it. And and Dre, not for nothing, man. I've done some art for you as well.
Yes.
It's starting to become like, really awesome just to turn on a podcast or some of the guys that I know that from this doing this experience and seeing them having my shit, like, just wearing my logo that I made for them and shit like that or whatever. So I'm really enjoying this, man. I'm really looking to spread it out and also, of course, make some money and, continue this journey. So if you guys need anything, definitely hit up the Beeline. We here for you, man. I'm definitely going to get it done for you.
Definitely.
I'm Brian B. Y'all know it. We going to be back tomorrow night. STR in the building. We got a brand new episode for you. And we also going to be coming back. Hopefully we got Dre will be a panelist, but we got a You Didn't Know wrestling show coming next week on STR Nation as well. So guys, listen, straight through the ropes. Definitely 11:30 podcast, talk pro wrestling. Commission talk should be coming back. We'll talk about that and see when we're getting the commission bros coming back at it as well. A lot of shit going on, man. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, I'm going to ask you to stay true, stay positive, pay attention, baby, because there's a lot going on out here. And raise your kids and have a more positive outlook on the world, for sure. It definitely is going to help with your situations and dilemmas at all times. Dre, I will see you next week, brother. Or I'll see you on Thursday.
Sir.
Check us out on Thursday, 8 o'clock. But I'm out, man. Peace out.